Ain't got a second waste. Lace on my hands and waist. Devotion nightly. Call me what you want, say it nicely. It only takes a spark to lighten up the dark. This light I've tried to hide is burning up inside. No, you cannot tear me down. I won't stop, I won't back down, baby. Play a game that you know that you just can't win. Take a chance on me and baby, go all in. Go all in. All that you are, all that you've been. Shine through the darkest days. Ground with fire, set the pace. 'Cause I'm divine. Take a seat in the front row. Take a seat in the front row. Take my time, yeah, steal the show. Yeah, do it on my own.
Let's go.
Get in the car. We'll race to the stars. Baby, we're breaking through the sky. Breaking through the sky. Burning bright. No, you cannot tear me down. I won't stop, I won't back down, baby. Play a game that you know that you just can't win. Take a chance on me and baby, go all in. Go all in. All that you are, all that you've been. Shine through the darkest days. Ground with fire, set the pace. 'Cause I'm divine.
Oh, hello, party people. I got nothing. If you're looking for something, I got nothing. There's no content tonight. No content whatsoever. I'm out of ideas. I peaked. I'm out of ideas now. You know how it is. All the other content creators out there know how it is. Can you call yourself a content creator if like you don't have an audience? You know what I mean? Like technically you're just creating content for yourself, right? Or a time capsule or something like that, right? That's why I'm doing it. I gotta leave my PlayStation account and my what do you call it? All my other social media. A YouTube channel, I gotta leave it for them. They're gonna continue the legacy. Whether they like it or not, they're gonna continue it. I mean, that would be the responsible thing to do on both ends.
This realm is... If you ever... Add Astra...
What set do you think Barker's gonna use? The Nemo set? Was it Viridescent Banner or something like that? It was Viridescent someone. Maybe use a Gladiator set, how about that?
Surge. Be cleansed.
Didn't mean to continue it. What else we got here? 2 condense. It's not bad. Okay. That's pretty much it. I can use condense now if I wanted to, but I don't really want to. I will use all 5 eventually, but I want to have 5 ready for Varka. Or, you know, just use the fragile resin, whichever.
Mantis 1.
Come on, Columbia. My friendship level will stay forever.
Something you...
Exclamation point. 0 quests.
Watching the kites. What a wonderful...
Oh, alright. Whose boat is this? I don't see Farina there, so... Hi Shannon, how are you? I'm telling you, she's not here. I would have ran into her already. Okay, yeah, Shadow had to reschedule. It shows Farina in there with an exclamation point on her. So I was wondering, like, is that some sort of quest or something? I don't know why it's here. See her right there? I don't understand what the exclamation point was to do. Did I miss her? It's not where she's at. I don't know. Is she hiding somewhere? Yeah, I don't see it. What the hell, man? Well, I don't know. guess we had to skip that part of the game. That was a reference to Monkey Island, for those that didn't know. I'd be impressed if you got that. I believe that one was the tail of Monkey Island with Guybrush Threepwood. I remember that. Why am I so tired all the time? I could still make it to the supermarket if I really wanted to. Now I remember. Now I remember. I would say this is a borderline exploit because like I should have this option available to me. If you think about it. The fact that there's only 10 puzzles too kind of leaves a lot to imagination. Kind of like over here. It was snowing again, Shannon. I don't know if you, I don't know if I told you or if you heard. There's not a lot though. No blizzard coming here. Especially that kind of blizzard, since D4 bad. D4 really bad. She doesn't hear me right now. I talk all this shit about D4 that I want now. Oh, I get it. If she likes the game, she likes the game. Oh, did you hear who the next the other classes next to Paladin? There you go. Holiday Spirit. That was a Holiday Spirit. A ghost? Is that what it is? Everything don't need stars. Or is that you have to play the game? That'd be horrible. Different menu. I have way too many papers strewn all over the room. I should probably read some of them, huh? Not all of them are important. Not all of them. That was an alternate name, but the actual character itself is the same, I think. Do you want me to tell you what it is? It has nothing to do with Scovos IOs either. Well, like, maybe there's a part of the Scovos IOs that has to do with that, I don't know. But it's a Blood Knight, also known as a Blood Mage. I'm pretty sure it's a Blood Knight. And there were pictures of the Blood Knight standing with the Paladin, like the Paladin's on like the top of a hill, and the Blood Knight was supposed to be next to him, but the picture was always cut off so they could hide him. Like you know, on like thumbnails or posters or whatever, they would hide the Blood Knight. Like he's literally standing like to the left, or technically to their right. Oh yeah. No one really knows. I don't believe there's been footage of the Blood Knight in action yet, though. But I sort of like it. I think it's a very good idea to release a class that no one's ever seen before, just like the Spiritborn. I did like what they did with the Druid. That very short time I played the Druid. He needed a lot of working. He needed a tune-up, a balance change. I believe the Blood Knight comes from Diablo Immortal, though. Could sworn it does. But yeah, that's with the Lord of Hatred game pre-order, whatever. You can pre-order the game, Shannon? Are you pre-ordering it? I mean, I guess there's some replay value if you're into going high in the leaderboards, whichever leaderboards that might be. There's a bunch of them, aren't there? And one for whatever rifts were replaced by. And the version, the patch or whatever for 0.11. It's been widely accepted that 0.11 is like a mini season. Like it's not gonna have as much stuff as like the previous update. Like everyone liked 0.10. Everyone liked 0.10, but was it enough? That I don't know. I heard like there's actually a story to it. What edition are you pre-ordering? The ultimate fan edition. Get you all the cosmetics you want. Buy all the cosmetics. Ultimate. Oh my god. Okay. I'm jelly. What am I jelly about? Blizzard is lucky because Path of Exile 2 keeps getting delayed. So I'm just saying, when Path of Exile 2 comes out, all the Diablo people moving over to it. Trust me, trust. Everyone's going there. Path of Exile 1 is still being supported. It's crazy. Path of Exile, PoE. See, probably the rarest platinum that I have. I think it's like something crazy like I can't remember, like 1.1%. Well, like if you want to play part 1, it's free to play, I believe. You can just download it and start playing, I think. Path of Exile is so old though. Dude, like the currency things I used to run in that game, oh my god. I had a guy for everything. If I'm looking for the chains, if I'm looking for a certain legendary, I could always find it. It's just a matter of price. I had a guy for chaos orbs, converting into divine orbs, all that stuff. I had all that, man. Path of Exile 2, or Diablo 4, Lord of Hatred? PoE 2, at the least, I'll try it. At the very least. Whether I continue it with it or not, I'm not sure. I heard like the difficulty is borderline too hard for the average player, and like that's not what they want. They want it accessible to all players of all skill levels. But like watching some of the stuff that I watched about Path of Exile 2, it does look fucking hard. Even like the tutorial boss, the first boss, like the mechanics are ridiculous. Is there another puzzle piece around? Is there another one? What is this? What year Super Bowl is it? I forgot. I should know this, but I don't. LX? What's LX? Los Angeles? I guess that would make sense with the bridge in the background. That's interesting. With the Los Angeles Rams, right? That's the Rams, right? In Los Angeles. Alright, what's it called? Piecer? This is what trophy hunters do. We wonder what's next. That's all we do. I had that already? How did I have all? I don't remember all of these. How did I have them all? The hell? I'm too thorough, damn it. Past Tony's only causing current Tony problems. Hashtag Tony problems. I remember when I used to have Facebook, I made a post about how the previous 2Ks will only let you have like so much data for past 2Ks that aren't even supported anymore. NBA 2K, but yeah. So I was complaining about it on Facebook and stuff, and Grant of Cometa Music wrote in a reply, hashtag Tony problems. I was like, wow. Hashtag Tony problems. Wow. How about them Red Sox? How about them Red Sox? Oh, I finished this, guys. Like, it's there's definitely a learning curve, a huge fucking learning curve. But like once if you have everything explained to you and once you try it out and get it, it's not so bad. But like some of the solutions to this game are crazy, man. It's like how does the average player arrive to these solutions? I don't understand. This took me 6 hours, by the way. The guide said 2 to 3 hours. So somehow I pulled 6 hours out of it. Does that mean I suck? Does it mean I'm not a good player? Damn, I knew it. I knew it. My hopes and dreams have been shattered. Just shatter my illusion. Because I don't know what else I can do to stop loving you. Yeah. If you got that reference, I'm very impressed. If you got that reference as well. Yeah, I'll farm Stranger Paradise offline, off stream. It's just it's definitely a long farm. Especially when new classes, new jobs are added so frequently. So many bugs in this game, I don't recommend it. This game is kind of fun. Parts can be difficult if you don't know the patterns. All you have to do is study the patterns, then you get it. That only really applies in the last level. Obviously the last level being the hardest. And the fact that you have to survive at least 60 seconds in it. One time I got exactly 60 seconds, and for the other sack I had like 61 seconds. It was crazy. This is when everything starts speeding up, yeah. So it's not even a question of like learning the patterns, this is how fast can you go. It's a very good measure of reaction time. So I thought. Damn, I'm getting hungry. What do I want to eat? I take the mac and cheese out. There's mac and cheese. It's a lot of mac and cheese though. This is usually not. Oh, wait another hour. What time is it? Wait, that only took us half an hour, which is surprising. Alright. Let's go with entropy. I wonder next Batman played this. I forgot to check. But if he has a copy of the game, then maybe I could get him to boost me for these 2 multiplayer trophies. Do I have enough? I don't think I do. I don't know which class is good, damn it. 3.2. Oh, I have to equip these, huh? Did I buy this one? Did I buy any of these? It's kind of cool, I guess. Tower Gator, that sounds kind of cool. What's this? to root them in place. What do I have to do for this one? The Enchanter. 3.2 and 5.1. Okay. I'm nowhere close to those, but hey, whatever. Do I want to use one? Do I have a choice? I'll save that one. I'd use the people. I don't know which class I like the most though, so I'm gonna hold off on it. Or the class that matches my playstyle. Which is just run around all over the map. That's my playstyle. You can ask Sharon. All I did in Guild Wars was just run around everywhere. I just hung out in this place called Cathedral of Flames. It was a cathedral and there were flames. That's all I have to say about it. That's all there is to it. That's it. What does this one do? Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I don't need that. I could use this or something. Oh, that's cool. No space for more perks. Unequip. Guaranteed to crit. I want to try this out. What's this? Exploding crits. I don't think this is necessary. I did it for the trophy, that's about it though. Oh, it's like a knockback. So I remember the Amazon using Wind Force to knock back the enemies. They have Wind Force in Diablo 3 as well. I remember Diablo 2 Wind Force was like the most coveted bow. Everyone wanted Wind Force. But then people started questioning, like, do you really want the enemies to be knocked back? Or do you want them to be on your screen so you can attack them? That was a good point. That's why a lot of people didn't like the knockback. Do I have enough for any of these? I thought I upgraded this. You did? Oh, up here? Okay. I was looking in the wrong spot. I wouldn't mind some pickle range. Yeah, that's it. This is a hoard materials for a little bit. We gotta get this. We're so close to getting this. Difficulty is tadpole. It's a frog riding on top of a robot. That's what you gotta do. Double activate. This one. It's the worst one, makes the game harder. Why would I want that? It's hard enough already. Turret. I want a turret. And why not, right? Faster while aiming. I could use that. I should use the flamethrower, huh? Flamethrower is pretty good. Turret. I just feel like the turret will help a lot. No rerolls. Yeah, the Survivor games. As far as I know, the first major one was Vampire Survivors, and that kicked off a whole bunch of games trying to copy the formula. Vampire Survivors was a very popular game when you consider that it was only like $5 or $10. So people were spending hours on that game. I spent hours on that game. And all the DLC and stuff that comes out, even with other trophies, is free. They do not charge for the DLC. Downloadable content. How was that? How was that? Yeah. Wow. Did it? Wow. Wow. The spinning blade is probably the best skill in the game I've seen so far. I'm sure you wanted that whole explanation about Vampire Survivors, right? The whole history, the lore of these games. I'm just gonna start hoarding. Is that what you thought I said? What did you think I said? That I'm gonna start whoring? I don't remember saying that. There's probably good money, dude. I could attract some dudes that are looking for the whole mini type. I'm telling you. But I need protection though. Can you be my protection? Be the security guard, my bodyguard. No, I said I didn't mean to give you the whole explanation about the Survivors games and Vampire Survivors. But you got it anyway, so there you go. Oh. Do you know that DMX song? It goes, I'm what you hearing, what you hearing, I'm what you hearing. Something like that. I don't know. I was sad when DMX died. I was genuinely sad. You playing Genshin? What are you doing? Did you decide if you're gonna go to a Super Bowl party or not? Your friends are going, I assume. Yeah, going. It's not in the mood. You want to experience life differently with four walls around you, and it doesn't mean you're antisocial. It just means you're experiencing life in a different way. I hear your story, Shannon. It's kind of gross, though. It might gross you out. If you have a weak stomach, I suggest you don't listen. It's not exactly horror. It's more gross out. You sure you want to hear it? It's gross out. Some people would do dares, but they refuse to do the gross out one. Something like, I don't know. Okay. So, me, my roommate, and one of my friend's friend, we were coming back from the casino and we were hungry. So we stopped by, I think it was Denny's. Yeah, I think it was Denny's. And I had the barbecue shrimp at like, I don't even know what time it was. It was like 5 a.m. or something. We were just coming back. And for some reason they had barbecue shrimp on the menu. Okay. And so if you can tell, there was something wrong with the shrimp. I don't know. Or even the barbecue sauce. I don't know, but yeah. So we drop off my roommate. He was going somewhere else, and there was our friend and I, and like I started to feel something in my stomach, and I'm just like, hey man, can you go faster? I really have to go to the bathroom or something. I don't know. My stomach's hurting. And then he said, oh yeah. So he tried to get there as fast as he could. So I walk in and I was like, what the hell's going on? And I literally have the apartment key in my hand. And as I'm turning the lock from the apartment, I just couldn't hold it anymore. And like I could feel down like my pants, like down my jeans, like literally just poop rolling down my leg, and I started freaking out. Because I didn't want anyone to know, and then like I was just like, where am I gonna put this shit though? So like eventually I got nobody saw, which is great. Nobody saw me because it was like 5 a.m. and like no one was in the hallway or anything. So that's the weird part. Was that like I picked up with like paper towels or toilet paper, whatever was nearby. Then I dropped it in the toilet and I flushed. And obviously I went to the bathroom too because there was probably more left in there. And then I didn't know what to do with my pants because it was like I didn't know if I should throw them in a hamper or like, because like no one was probably using the laundry machines, like the corn out ones, in the basement at that time, most likely. Well, I didn't want to risk walking around with my poop jeans on, so obviously I changed jeans or pants or whatever. So yeah, that's the story about how I shit my pants. Literally, not like a slang saying shit my pants. I literally shat my pants. Eventually, I put them in the wash with all the other clothes. Like I realized it wasn't a good idea to put it with the other clothes, but I was like, it's a washing machine. It'll take care of it. And like it wasn't like there was like poop like stuck in there. It was just like, the I don't know the residue. I don't know what the hell it's called. What? What's this guy thing to do? I wasn't wearing no. I had to watch those two, obviously, because that's how it went. It went through. You know, at the time, I'm sure I was wearing boxers. But yeah, so it went through the boxers. You know, like the leg sleeve or what the leg. I don't know. And then it went down my jeans, and then it. I think there were a couple of pieces that hit the welcoming mat in front of the apartment. So, but I was gonna clean that up anyway, so like, I didn't mind. Was it weird touching poop? I mean, like kinda, yeah. Especially my own. I don't imagine me touching poop all the time, but you know, it happened. Hit that mark for 50 ability gems. You just had to survive or what? 4 hours? Yeah, 4 hours. But it's cumulative, so you don't have to get all at once, obviously. I'm close to getting some of these rewards, wow. Oh, auto fire. Auto shoot, I mean. $15 on, okay. this is a dead end. Didn't know that. Oh, it kept going. Oh boy. I disagree. Shaking my damn head. Shannon, what should I eat? Besides that other thing. If you know what I mean. No, I'm just kidding. What does that sound? Does that sound in the game or you? I don't have sushi at the moment. There's nowhere that's open right now that has sushi. What kind of ramen? Is it ramen? Like a cup of noodles? Where am I gonna get actual ramen from? There's no ramen shop there. This isn't Naruto where that guy's ramen shop is open all the goddamn time. You notice he never closes? Did anyone notice that? Teardrop. I hate when the smiley's so small like that. That's why on my phone I'll start a new text box. Just so the smiley is gigantic. I can see it. What do I have to choose from? There's vegetarian cup of noodles. There's shrimp, which I can't eat. I think there's some sort of beef one. There's a pho one, but like I think my mom was saving it. There's some other Vietnamese dish that I'm not familiar with, but it's basically just noodles again. There's nothing really in the spicy department, but that's fine. I don't know what else. There's like, I'm trying to think if there's anything I can make with the air fryer. I was looking at these appetizer things and they actually did not even acknowledge an air fryer. They're like oven, conventional oven, toaster oven. Like toaster oven? Really? And it usually says do not microwave. But you can't put in an air fryer either. Well, you could, you just don't know what time to put it in because they're not telling you the time limit. The hair on my back ahead, standing up. I'm gonna go look for some stuff. Maybe eat some ice cream, maybe. I know that's not a meal. I have to choose from. Apparently there are these little popsicle things. No, I had dinner earlier. It's just, I don't know, maybe I'm just hungry. Had had yellow rice, some sort of chicken, and just some sort of mixed vegetables. It wasn't very mixed well though. It's not been 2 hours yet. It's either not 2 hours yet or like over 3 hours. Do you know what I should do with this popsicle? Just saying. This is food. I'm going back downstairs eventually. You know, get some. I had a meal. I'm on the seafood diet. I see food and then I eat it. What do you mean I'm better? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do to me? You're the opposite coast of the country. You said I better. And I said, what are you gonna do? 'Cause you're on the opposite coast of the country. No, don't do that. Don't do that, no. What if What if there was like some sort of life-saving pill during the apocalypse? The thing is, there was only one pill. Who do you give it to? Me or you? Who takes it? Yourself or the other person? But if the other person doesn't take it, they'll die, but they'll die in their sleep, so it won't be painful or anything. So you don't have to worry about them suffering, but you know, of course they would die. And then you would have the pill and you live. Who would you give the pill to? Be honest, be honest. Wow. If I'm not allowed to say that, you're not allowed to say it. No, honestly, I would see if I had like a quarter in my pocket. I would just flip the coin and leave it up to whoever. Why though? I'm older than you, so I have a less likely chance to live long. It's because how you are. Well, how are you? You tell me how you are. No, you can't. You have to take the one pill. We don't have a pill cutter around, so you can't cut it in half. You have to bite it up, chew it, and then like play like mama bird and spit in my mouth. Yeah, I'm so hungry. I had some canned stuff. I had canned soup. It's not bad. You join this church and become a parish? What would I do? What? Yeah, sometimes. If I had to put a number to it, maybe every other day or night or whatever. I was thinking about trying that cook Unity. I'm not sure. I know the file is pretty good. But there's a difference between restaurant pho and homemade pho. I think I could figure out how to make pho. So when I was like 16 or something like that, probably younger, I took up cooking. I made a bunch of kind of unrelated stuff, like from, I wouldn't say several different cultures, but I just say like, I don't know how to describe it. I guess there was some variety to it. Yeah, and in high school, the high school newspaper, I had a column where I submitted recipes. And I said, it was called "Do You Smell What Chef Tony is Cooking?" Yeah, that was the actual name of the column. And I had a column all year. It was the hit of the school. No, wow. I don't even know what I was doing. Like, sometimes when I see the screen, I can't tell what game it is. Then I look in the upper left, and it's there. But chat is blocking it. That's the thing. You want me to teach you how to stream? And then you can be like me, all cool and stuff. 'Cause you're a world famous content creator. Just want to be part of that 0.01%. You just don't want your life all out there in the open for people to research and stalk you. 'Cause that's basically what they do. Teach you how to OF? Okay, well. Why? I wasn't joking. Were you joking? I didn't realize you were joking. I wasn't joking. I did not acknowledge or deny it. Just saying. Do you know how many pedophiles are out there that if I didn't have these grays in my hair, they would probably assume like I'm like a teenager or something? It's crazy to me. I guess I'm good jailbait. I don't know. But then if they went to prison, they would find out that they tried to take advantage of a 40-year-old man, technically 41, that looked like a teenager. So like, are the other inmates supposed to beat him up because I look like a teenager? So you know what I mean? Like, within the scope of knowledge, I am a teenager. So that would still be considered pedophilia. I look and I'm playing as a paid actor about being a teenager. Because if the intent is there, does the truth really matter? I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. I'm looking at you. Ask your lawyer friends what they think. Ask them if I can win the case. I want to win the case. I don't really know how to use the oven well. I'm not a huge baker. I usually don't bake stuff. But everybody's oven is different though. Know what I mean? There's gas oven, electric oven, that oven where if you touch it, it's not hot. You know, so like it's safe to touch in case you accidentally touch it or whatever. Works the same. What are you doing right now? What are you playing? Need help with anything? Just wondering. Yeah, my parents have a gas stove and oven as well. But they put, like, they use the oven part as storage for, like, you know, pots and pans. When I'm just like, this is why no one uses the oven. Because they have to take out, like 10 fucking pans out. Really? Oh, it seems like there's a lot in there. But it's yours is easy to take out, right? It's not like you're going through and making multiple trips to take the you know, frying pans out. Yes, you do have to do that. Wow. Are you sure you're not Asian? Just saying. I think I hear some water running. I'm gonna double check. Like my dad didn't leave the sink on. What are you talking about? Not as far as, you know what? Oh, you being Asian? Oh, did you do the 23andMe thing? Did you do your heritage in the family tree? I think it was more like I told you. Like, I was like, you're Asian. Didn't I say that? Oh, I must have missed it. So what some people do is they wait until they have a kid. So the kid, like, you know, tells both sides of the family. Do you think you're going to see what you expect? Or do you think there'll be some curveballs in there? Oh, they wait till they have a kid so they can see. If they do the heritage on them, you would see both sides of the family. Because, you know, they made the baby together, so the baby would have the parents' genes and the grandparents, etc. So really, you're getting like 2 or 3 tests in one. Well, 2 in 1, I guess. Do you think it's weird if a guy still has stuffed animals and like they would like when they're eating together or, you know, with whoever, they leave some seats open to put the stuffed animals there, like they're at the table eating? Don't you think that's a little much? You're like, I don't know. Like, there's nothing wrong with men having stuffed animals. It's just that to be so attached to them, I don't know. I don't know. What kind of sushi do you like? Do we have this conversation before? Do you use the ginger and the wasabi like the right way? I don't eat ginger, so, but I do have wasabi. I think isn't the whole point of ginger to cleanse your mouth? Do you do that? Or do you just eat it the way it is? I don't like ginger when it's solid like that, but I've had ginger tea before and that stuff. What's your favorite crime show recap or whatever on YouTube? Do you have one? Or you just watch them all? How do you watch them? Remember when, like, HBO was like so expensive. Like only people like, I don't want to say middle class, but like basically middle class and upper middle class, and it was a big deal if you had HBO because it was so expensive. Someone back in the day. I heard it was expensive when I was a kid, but I didn't really watch anything on HBO. There wasn't anything for me. From what I know, when HBO first came out or whatever, not that I was alive when that happened, but I don't know. It was like a big deal because it was TV, but it was paid. You were paying extra for it, and like I don't know what kind of shows they had before, but I would assume they just played movies all the time. I don't know. Maybe that's because I grew up in the hood. I grew up on the hardcore streets. That's where I got all my street smarts from. Sit down. Going back to what I said earlier, though, sometimes my dad can't hear the faucet running, you know. So I think it was only a couple times he left it on, and but fortunately someone else caught it before more water would be going. Yeah, it happens. It was the sound of my rising desk getting lower. It was a weird sound. It sounded like a robot or something. Oh. Getting sleepy. Yeah. How late are you playing tonight? You want me to leave the stream on? Or do you want me to leave the stream on, or I can just text you when I'm going back live? It's up to you. Okay, I'm turning the stream off then. I'll talk to you later.